Hello and welcome to Reprieve Media CIC. What we've got coming up for you today is we've got an interview ahead of a workshop which is taking place at the Paynells Community Centre at Orton tomorrow. On the line now we should have from Voice Peterborough a lady called Claudia Daiz who's going to tell us a little bit about the organisation and the workshop. Claudia, are you there?
Yes.
Ah, fantastic. Technology works again. It's always good when it works in your favour. Claudia, may I just say thank you and welcome to Reprieve Media CIC. If we could just get the ball rolling, could you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
My name is Claudia Daiz. I have been a parent representative for Family Voice for over 3 years. More recently, I took a trustee role in addition to parent representative. And basically, my role is to facilitate communication between parents and service, to work in co-production with all, so together we can shape service to meet the needs of the service users.
Fantastic. That sounds a brilliant role. How long have you been working there, Claudia?
Well, I started over 3 years with parent representation. The trustee role has been just over 2 months.
Before we touch on the workshop and the organisation you work for, I was just wondering if you could clarify something for us here while we have you here. We wrote an article promoting the event a couple of weeks ago on our news outlet, Essential Reading, and it provoked some reactions. People were sort of saying that they were under the impression that DLA was cancelled and PIP was now in, and the workshop, people didn't need to go because people weren't going to be claiming DLA. So, could you clear that up for us, please, if you don't mind?
Right. The DLA is for children and PIP is for adults. You can still hold DLA if you are an adult, but you have to be over a certain age. So basically, if you have a child with a disability and that child has extra care needs, you are entitled to DLA. At the age of 16, they will be transferred to PIP if the needs still of care are still maintained. I recently had to apply for PIP for my child, and it is quite a daunting process, I have to say. I'm not saying that DLA is any easier, because 52 pages of information to give away is quite daunting as well. I dread the time that I have to fill one of those. So regarding your question and if it's of interest to people, yes, it is. I think you're going to find out that a lot of services are going to dwindle on the next 2 years. There is a field that used to be, at least in Peterborough, DLA forming filling used to be funded by the council. The council is in the process of reviewing that service. So I think these workshops will become more relevant in the next years, because that, with the non-existence of these services, parents will going to feel very vulnerable and feel that they can't do it on themselves, and they're going to miss out on essential monetary help for their child.
Superb clarification there, and thank you very much. Now you've said that, really, it seems that the opposite is in fact true, and this workshop could be, for some people, very essential.
It is, yes. One of the rules, I must clarify, it is not Family Voice role to help parents with benefits, although we can signpost to the relevant identities that have a commission for such services. So in this case, this service they are not going to be available in Peterborough after April. So we need to provide information to parents in other ways. So that's why we are holding these workshops, because it is about empowering parents. It is about giving parents the right information.
Yeah, thank you very much for clarifying that. I'm glad you touched on the organisation there, Claudia, because that leads me quite nicely. Anyone think you've done this before? Into my next question. Could you tell us something a bit about the organisation you work for, please?
Family Voice Peterborough is the designated local parent forum for families, both parents and young persons with a disability from 0 to 25. Our remit is determined by the law. Most of the code of practice and other legislation touch on what is our work and how vital it is our work and for service to work with us. Family Voice have started a few years back, and since our work have increased considerably since more 2015 onwards, and with the SEND reforms, our work took another level. And I'm pleased to say that we are a respected voice within the local services at the moment. We very much work with all areas in co-production. You know, we have good links with education, with health and with care. And Family Voice is part of the SEND process, of the SEND reforms. So it is a privilege to work within this organization and to help to attain and maintain the parents' views relevant through all the process, you know.
That's fantastic work. I'm sure all the parents appreciate that. Whereabouts are you based, Claudia?
We are based in Peterborough, so every area. In Orton Golday, our address is 105 Panels, Orton Golday, Peterborough, P25QP.
Oh, yes, I think I know where you mean. That's the community centre near Viran's shop, isn't it, in Orton Goldhay, and near Winyates School, yes?
It is, yes. It is the old community centre. It still service the community. We are based on the top floor, and part of getting those offices was to have a role within the community, which we do, and many of the disability groups attend the hire the hall for their sessions. I'm proud to say that we have good links with the elderly groups, the Silver Tops. We hold sessions for the deaf toddlers on Thursdays. We have pinpoint and autism support groups. So we have a range of support groups and things happening within our hall almost every week.
That's truly fantastic work. And may I just say myself, having spent a lot of my teenage years in Orton, just how appreciated I think that work is for Orton. And keep it up. You're doing a brilliant job. There's no other word for it.
Oh, thank you.
So there's clearly plenty going on at Family Voice currently. Outside of this workshop, other people may want to attend some of your other events. So what events have you got coming up at the moment?
Right. We have 2 events that are going to be running on the next month. The first one is on the 11th of March and is a Mother's Day tea party. So I welcome everyone to come and do a booking. Children are welcome as well. So this is a kind of a parent carer and child gathering. And we also have a Easter fair on the 13th of April. So if you come and do a booking, would be great to help us. Other things I must stress, volunteering does not come. We struggle with it, So we are at the moment recruiting any volunteers that want to do some work for us as parent wrapping, and other kinds of donations are always welcome. I know that our work is a bit under the radar. We are, as a parent forum, is not, although we do events, not work directly with the community. We are the link between the services and the service user. Therefore, much of our work goes under under, behind the scenes. But I can tell you, one of the things, one of our recent accomplishments is we managed to have an autism strategy for children. And I must say how big this is, because the government-wise, you are only obliged to have one for adults. So we managed to incorporate children within the autism strategies. And due to that, now autism services are being reviewed, and a lot of more families will be able to enjoy the community services due to that.
Fantastic work yet again, Claudia. I mean, you must be very proud of some of these achievements.
Yes, I must say I am. It is nice when sometimes you battle for years in one point, but it's nice to have all the services working together, and you become so respected as a voice that people are willing to listen to you and not dismiss you straight away. Yeah.
Yes, I can imagine it does. You touched on volunteering there. If anybody is listening to this broadcast and wishes to get involved volunteering with Family Voice, how should they contact you?
Please, if they want to get in touch with me, send me an email to membership@familyvoice.org, and I will reply to everyone.
And obviously, with things being so hard for charities currently, I'm assuming you take donations as well, yes?
We do, yes, and we welcome every amount that you want to give, by all means. We at the moment, I must say that we are struggling for funds like any other charity around Peterborough. So, and maintain offices, because we have to maintain our office. We have to be self-sufficient. It is a hard task. We try our best, but to have a little more of leeway would be great, and to be able to maintain the level of cleanliness and everything else that we do, it comes to a cost. So we are always looking for donations. So if you want, please get in touch with Family Voice, specifically with Louise at familyvoice.org. She's our operations manager, and she deals with all that. And I think she would be delighted with any donations that you want to give.
Yes, and I, for one, being a former resident of Orton, thoroughly encourage everyone to do that. Right, thank you very much, Claudia, for that information. But what we like to do here at Reprieve Media CIC is to give our guests the chance to pick a song, just to break the interview up, really. I'm sure we both need a drink. So, Claudia, what song would you like to hear today?
I would like for you to play Jason Mraz, I Won't Give Up.
Okay, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Here it is.
Look into your eyes, it's like watching the night sky, or a beautiful sunrise. Well, there's so much they hold, and just like them old stars, I see that you've come so far to be right where you are. How old is your soul? Well, I won't give up on even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up. And when you're needing your space to do some navigating, I'll be here patiently waiting to see what you find. 'Cause even the stars, they burn. Some even fall to the earth. We got in line to learn. God knows we're worth it. No, I won't give up. I don't want to be someone who walks away so easily. I'm here to stay and make the difference that I can make. Our differences, they do a lot to teach us how to use the tools and gifts we got here. We got a lot at stake. And in the end, you're still my friend. At least we did intend for us to work. We didn't break, we didn't burn. We had to learn how to bend without the world caving in. I had to learn what I got and what I'm not and who I am. I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up, still looking up, but I won't give up. God knows I'm tough. He knows we got a lot to learn. God knows we're worth it. I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up.
Hello and welcome back to Reprieve Media CIC. Joining us today, well, I say that we should still have Claudia Daiz on the line from Family Voice Peterborough. She's going to now talk about the workshop that Family Voice are holding at their offices. Claudia, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still. Yeah, thank.
Fantastic. Good to hear you again, Claudia. The technology still up to scratch. Right, we touched on the organisation earlier in the first part of the interview. What we'd like to focus on now is the specific workshop that you are running tomorrow. So, could you tell us a little bit about that, please?
Right. As part of our work is to ensure that parents have the relevant information and empower their voice. So we are always happy to work in participation with other charities and service and share any information that will help parents to access service. Cerebra has offered the opportunity to deliver some workshop for us, and we feel very privileged to have them at our office. Like I said previous to you, I think DLA and PEEP information going to become really relevant in the next few years due to lack of funding and probably local councils not be able to funding these services much as they could previously. So I think the parents need to get the information through some other sources. So I will recommend that all people and all what people need to do is just to go to our Send Participation page on Facebook and fill in the Survey Monkey, and we'll get a place in the workshop. That's as easy as that. The event is on the 6th of March 2018, which is tomorrow. It starts from 9:30 with arrival for refreshments and is running up to 2:30 in the afternoon.
Ah, I see. So to clarify, the event really is aimed at parents.
Yes.
And the event is not being held by Family Voice. The event is being held by Cerebra, a charity, and they are just using your facilities. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Cerebra, and David Williams is the trainer. So we are just hosting the event for them. And like we hosted a range of workshops through the years with other charities that are offering training that we see that is relevant for parents. We are always supporting these initiatives.
You touched on Cerebra there quickly, the charity. For those who don't know, could you give us a quick outline on the work that Cerebra does, please?
Cerebra is the charity that deals with mental disability. They are primarily the charity that they offer information support to parents that the child has a mental disability. And I know that many people don't consider certain conditions to be a mental disability, but I think the parents could use the advice that they have to give when it comes to DLA forms, filling forms.
So if people really are thinking of attending this event, they may be thinking of filling the Survey Monkey in. Where will the event actually take place?
The event will be held at our office, and like I already said the address, and it's 105 Panels, Orton Gaudet, Peterborough, P25QP.
And what benefits should people get from attending this workshop? Not in the terms of financial benefits. How will attending the event help them?
Well, DLA form filling can be very daunting. It's 52 pages. And when you look at it, you just feel, oh my God, what am I going to do? Because as a parent carer, that's what I always think when I have one coming through the door for renewal. So I think, and the workshop is going to be very hands-on, very practical, giving some really hardcore examples that can bring it home, all the information that you have to give, because it can be a minefield, if you know what I mean.
Oh yes, very much so. I mean, that's why I feel the work you do is so important. So let's talk quickly now about social media. How can people get in touch with you, either online or via social media?
Right. We have a web. First, I would like to talk a little bit about our website. So we have a website. It's www.familyvoice.org. And on our website, you could see all the work lines that we have, that we are working on. You have lots of information about our charity, about the parent forum and whatnot. We hold 2 caravans that the parents can rent and go to for short breaks as well. So all that information you can see on our website. And we have 2 Facebook pages. The first one is www.facebook.com/FPP community. And this is again, a more charity-orientated page. Our send participation group is www.facebook.com/groups. Or you can go through it to send participation Family Voice group. If you just research on it, we are also on Twitter, and if you look for Family Voice Peterborough, you will find us.
Fantastic. So just to confirm that if people search for Family Voice Peterborough in their Facebook search bar, they will find all of your pages. Is that right?
Yes, they will. Yeah.
Fantastic. Would you like to give the website again quickly, Claudia, please?
Yes, please. Our website is www.familyvoice.org.
Thank you very much. And you may as well give the Facebook details again quickly while you're here.
They can go to www.facebook.com FVP Community.
That's fantastic. Good luck with the workshop tomorrow, Claudia. And may we just say again, thank you very much for agreeing to be interviewed by Reprieve Media, CIC, here today. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
That's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much again, Claudia, and goodbye.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
That was Claudia Diaz speaking to us earlier from Peterborough Family Voice. Well, I need a quick break after all that to get my breath back. So before we carry on, it's time for a quick musical interlude. Thank you very much for listening, and all the best.